So today we thought of discussing on this. Oh God, 1 second. We will be discussing on this RF framework because last week we have discussed on how we will be using this resource management and other informations, right? So probably we will try to make use of this particular one. Okay. Maybe I'm not sure. Sorry. Good evening, Balaji. I just now I saw your message. Yeah. Okay. Let me know once you're able to see my screen, guys. Probably I'm just. Are you able to see my PDF document?
Yes.
All right, perfect. So here, if you can just recap in the last session, whatever we have discussed, okay? We were talking about a few things like what the resource management and as well as the configurations and other stuff, right? So if you can try to understand that, yeah, we have discussed like what is the queue type we would be having and how the queue determination. Is it document is visible or you want me to make it much more? Is this quite enough, guys, everyone?
Yeah, this is fine.
Yeah, that looks
Okay.
good to me. Thank you.
Okay. So now in the last session, we have discussed how this queue type and the queue determination type and what kind of a queues, if you remember that we have set it up in the configurations, right? So all these settings like under resource groups, okay, and the resource type, all these things are been indeed assigned to a certain resources. And top of it, if you can recap that we have also performed this in the RF, right? But basically, this is all the things which we have done in the last session, like resource type assigning to this one and assigning the queue, and we have created a separate queue for ourselves and we have maintained it against a warehouse process type and the queue determination, everything we have done it actually basically, right? The same way now we we ideally need to understand few things like what is this RF device indeed? How does it looks like? Maybe if you can say this is how there are many devices providing this particular software, guys. Mostly the used ones or like, for example, like Motorola or maybe Zebra, or we have many other components and the softwares available in the market, guys. Okay, so it is not a standard thing that everyone has to make use of only a certain device for our warehousing. It's not like that. Any kind of a solution, that doesn't matter, RF device. So it looks like this. And these days we were using even iPads also or your mobile phones also to perform the warehouse operations. Sorry, is there a question to me? Yes, that's right. Zebra is the most popular one, Balaji. And in that also, I can tell you the series MC3300. Okay, if anyone has asked you, like if you're working in an implementation, and if anyone has asked you that what is the uh, device that has been implemented and has been used, then MC3300. Okay, and if in case if you're working for freezer or maybe in a kind of, if you want to use this RF devices in kind of an cold temperatures, then MC6600 is also a device that you can use it. You're right. And even at the same time, Motorola is also a very much popularly used. Okay, now in order to see this particular device, okay, there is a certain things actually which we need to understand it here, because this RF framework, it's a combination of both technical and as well as functional. The reason behind that is, yes, why I say it is a combination of both technical and functional when we are trying to perform, because if you remember that the transaction, whatever we have seen it, slash and slash CWM slash RFUI. This is a transaction. Sorry. Okay. Now here, this is all the standard menu. We will call it as menu items sub. Okay. And in that, if we click on that, these are the sub menus that we will call it. And to go back, we will use the function key F7 in our laptop. Oops, sorry, I think my laptop, I think I need to use function F7, or in some businesses you can also use it. But however, Okay, now this is the standard menu. This is a customized one, guys. Don't worry about this one. This is something which I have created for the previous things. This is a customized one. However, in order to make reusing of the standard ones, or if you would like to change any of the standard ones, and if you want to add some extra push buttons, or if you want to create some kind of a menus depending upon the business scenarios, it would be completely a kind of a functional activity where we can do it. But if you would like to redesign the entire screens of your RF into a standard one, I mean like a customized one, I mean to say that, then that point of time, you would be requiring the technical person for us to make use of creating the screens in the backend. And that screens will be deployed into the ITS. Through ITS, it will be deployed it will be deployed through your RF devices again. So this is the standard menu that we are looking after here. However, so if we can just look after here, so what it is trying to say, see, I mean like how the RF there, we will be having a separate server, and then it will be connected through your router and through the external services. We will be connecting because this is completely through your ITS. Okay, so you will not be connecting through any kind of a cables or anything, because you'll not get, this is a kind of a device where it will be connected through your router. So what happens, all these routers or whatever you're trying to see here, it should be entirely placed in your warehouse to get the correct length and the wavelength of the signal. You're getting my point, guys? Everyone, hello? As simple as that. In your house as well, if you're trying to place your router and if you are not getting the signal, what do? You'll try to extend that. The same way, even in a warehouse, we will